Hello, 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 hello. Happy Solitude Saturday, I would say. Uh, we're almost at the end of the third, right? Quarter? Right, yes. So, here I am again on my monthly update. All right, and of course, things have been happening, okay? Um, since the last time, yes, I started tax season pretty early. Not like rather than August. This is rather than April. January. December. I'm starting in August. We're early for the extension, so I'm doing that and then doing my other full time job as well in the bank. So I have these two things going on, and then also, of course, I always come here to emphasize I haven't given up on music. Okay, so um, I know I'm not an expert at it. The certification and licenses I have to make proof of them that I earn them, that I actually qualify to have them. So I need to build competence there. Gaining and increasing competence. So there's almost so many hours in the day. I wish I had twice the amount of daytime hours we have. Like instead of 24, if I could get another maybe 12 hours. But yes, we all have the same 24 hours, all right? So it's just priorities. So this month again, of course, I would start thinking about the song. What song I'm going to do for the month? And then it will almost always last week or last minute. So I ended up, doing the same about that. I felt a bit frustrated because my Logic Pro, I'm not the expert at it just yet, but just to select the samples this time around and then, mix, arrange the songs and all that, it was giving me a hard time and I was tired and like, oh my goodness. I said I was going to do this, okay, so I did it. So the song of the month is Arise, Shine. And it's not accidental that I have that song. And by the way, this is not a song that was reading in the, how do I call it? This is not a song I wrote in the time of when I was down and out on my luck. This song I wrote a long time ago, from my country of origin in Nigeria, okay? And I belong to the choir that was called Liberation Voices from Living Faith Church. By the way, I'll be telling you the stories, but I will just show you some pictures to give you an idea, all right? Maybe one or two pictures, okay? So I don't know if you can see this, but yes, this was a picture taken in that church back there in my country of origin, all right? And this was a Bible school I went for. I took a 30-day vacation from my work then. I was I think, internal audit then, accounting. I was an accountant. I took my 30-day vacation and went to the Bible school here. So you see, Living Faith Makodi, the town is cut off a bit, but you can see the name of the church. And then that was a pastor in the middle. You see someone sitting with his legs straightened out. It was called Pastor Abraham Killer, Pastor Killer. And then I am right. I can show you where I am. See. And what did you think this picture was about? So we graduated from Bible school, and I happened to be overall best. Then I got overall best. Okay. So I think that's me. Yes, I'm pointing to the right person standing there. So that is me standing there in church, okay? So you'll be wondering why the song Arise Shine. So that was not by accident. So this is just one. And then, of course, I had a choir was like my family. The team was like my real family were here in the United States. And me and my two siblings were still back in Nigeria. So I had a live. I had a community. This was my church community. This was another picture from the choir then. We had one of our choir members had a baby. No, that's her and her baby. This is me here. See, looking like a baby there. I still look very young. So we came to celebrate with her, okay? And then here we are. These are choir members, okay? So it was just like my church family, right? So I'm just showing you all this as a build up, okay? Then, of course, that's not the only one. Here, these are the ladies in the choir. And where do you think I am? I'm in yellow with white. We're like dressed in white. This is choir. We had the ladies were asked to come dress for celebration. We're doing a song, so we're celebrating. We're coming in white outfit, traditional. So here I am, tall there with yellow, the yellow covering on the yellow hat. So this is like I was part of church, okay, community. This is not a representative of all our brothers and the guys, but yes, it's just the ladies section of the church, okay. Maybe one day I will find the picture of the men as well. So I belong to this choir, so we were asked to write songs, and so I did come up. My best of effort then was to come up with two songs. Which we did, we performed in the choir. But like I said, I wasn't. It's just like I wasn't the best soloist anyway. Okay, I still don't think I am the best. So that is how I came about my own inspiration to write this song. Was combining what we know. Isaiah, I took the song out of Isaiah chapter 1, arise, shine, for your light has come, the glory of the Lord is risen on you. So it's Isaiah chapter 60, if you're familiar with Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. I'll read that correctly. So verse 1 says, arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. That's verse 1. Verse 2. Darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the people. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. So that was from Isaiah 1. That's for the verse 1 of the song. Then the second verse, I took that from Matthew chapter. You say, arise, shine your light. It's about light. We've been the light of the world. We're like a lighthouse, direction. We're being light. We are supposed to make a difference, not be darkness, you know. Light lights the way, shines upon darkness, clarifies, the function of light. If you bring light into a dark place, the place lights up. So we're supposed to be the light of the world, okay? Arise, shine. Light has come. It's more prophetic because even now I don't know if I know what the full meaning of that is as an individual. Then I thought I knew something. Even now, I was talking from my locality there, all the way in Nigeria, but here in the US. I probably was speaking into the future that I didn't even know we had, or maybe I was aware there was a future because already we had family members out here and we were planning to relocate as well. So the second part of the verse is Matthew 4, verse 14. Matthew chapter 4, verse 14 that says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. So maybe we are called to the ministry of good deeds. Okay, so I had an acute awareness growing up, and even as a younger woman. My life wasn't supposed to be lived anyhow. It's called the ministry of good works. And not just good works to be accepted. It's good works that stems from being right. Being right with God first, or with Christ before you do right, Your being, be made right with Christ, then you do the right things. And then it matters, but doing the right things doesn't make you right with Christ. You have to be right with him before you do the right things. So this is where the song came from, okay? So and there was another one, so Arise, Shine. Then there was another one, Sing Unto the Lord, or it's called a new song that I took out of Psalm 96 as well. So one day I'm going to do that one as well. So this is the history I just came to share. My roots, where I started out from, okay? I probably am not like sensational. I'm not in a place where like my sensational. I'm how do I call it? The a great vocalist or musician and all that, or but it was more of worship, giving God praise. Who God is, bring it like trying to bring the presence of God down in services or our time of praise and worship. So it wasn't necessarily about trying to become a professional. That was not in my mind, or I didn't even conceive of it, because we had great vocalists, great musicians, talented people, even working class for professional, okay, who were writing songs. I had lawyers, two lawyer ladies. They wrote songs, very technical songs, because they memorize a lot. And so I do remember fondly those days, okay. So it's where I started. That wasn't the first choir I was part of, but yes, this is where I started writing songs, and I did most of my training as a choir person, singing, family. I had my roots here, and I still belong to this church, online, remotely. Winners Chapel Covenant, Winners Chapel Altar, a Living Faith Ministries International, okay. And the bishop is concerning my papa, Bishop Oyedepo. So that's where my life as an adult. I had gone to other churches, all right, but this is the central one that's been in my life and ministry I tap into. So the song says, "Arise, shine." So we don't believe in being darkness wherever we are. Not perfect. We're not perfect, okay. Even though we strive for perfection, our Heavenly Father, He wants us to be perfect. I've never been perfect. I thought I was, but you learn and you grow, and you know that the only goodness we have is the one that Jesus gives. So the righteousness of Christ in me is what it shines forth. In my own, I have no goodness. My goodness is like a filthy rag, or righteousness like filthy rag. Without Christ, I don't really have a righteousness. And we are in work in progress, Not perfect yet, but we still strive for perfection every day, because like the song says, be perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect. So we are getting there. Every day we're working towards it. I get up with that determination, working towards perfection, but not perfect just yet. So enough of the sharing, enough of maybe preaching, okay? But I'm just sharing a bit of my history of my roots, okay? So the song says, "Arise and Shine," and it should be out at the end of the month. That's the 10th yet, okay? That should be this coming week. The song is going to be out by, I think, Tuesday. That should be that day, right? So Tuesday. All right, so I'll just let you listen a bit to the song, not all of it, okay. So by Tuesday, the song will be out as usual, and I'm going to keep. I'm working towards the next month and the next month. So October, November, December, next month. So it's a work in progress. All right. So just a little bit of the song for this evening. Just give you a preview of it. I will do that from, and I'm going to help people enough of my face. So I'm going to do a preview of it. We'll do that from voice memo. I decided not to be doing my, okay, it's in Logic here, but then here. All right, let's see. What did I do? I mute the song. Okay, let's see. Darkness over the air. This is the original. Darkness is over the people. For the Lord's glory. That's very noisy. So I have here I sent it to the voice memo. This is on my Mac, and I stopped. My phone is no longer synchronized to be messing me up. So here, I sent it to my voice memo, and here, this is how it sounds from the voice memo. Let's start from the very beginning. Darkness covers the earth, for darkness is over the people, for the Lord's glory is upon you, causing the king and Gentiles to come to your life. All right, so that is it. Okay. I'm not perfect, but the production, we're still working it out. I'm the vocalist, I'm the executive producer, and yet I've not mastered everything just yet. So the charge is not to not to be a carbon. Of course, we learn from others and we become better. Iron sharpens iron. I like the saying that says there's a saying that the saying goes this way: if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. So I came up with. I come from a large family, extended family. I put the gamma set up. I work for a big corporation. So I'm not necessarily doing things alone. So yes, community, we learn, we get sharpened by others. But here in my personal space, to myself, in reflection, I come up with songs. But one day I might, if I'm not too old, but before then I might become perfect. Okay, so the charge is not to be a carbon copy. Just go and then become like everybody else. You're unique. God made you in image and likeness. Okay. Our fingerprint, as I understand, the FBI directory. Let me come back to myself. The FBI fingerprint directory, like each one of us, okay, our fingerprints, I think, is different and unique. I don't think anybody has the same. So we are made differently in the image and likeness of God, according to our faith belief. So we're not all the same, like photocopies or duplicates of each other, but we learn and we copy what is good. What builds us up, basically. I just want to learn the best, be the best from people who are the best, okay? Not just be a carbon copy of everyone. So I'm not called to enough. So I'm not called to create darkness, to add to the darkness in our world. I'm called to be the light, to salt of, just like we are called to be the light, the salt of the earth, okay? So that's what I came to share. All right. No apologies. I'm kind of old. I'm an older woman now. Even when I was younger, I was striving for this, but I'm much older. Since I was young, now that I'm old, I've never seen the Lord change. Just so put it that way. Okay. So the calling is to be the light of the world. Okay. Not just as an individual, but at church. Like I said, we don't walk alone. We belong to a body of Christ. So it's our call to be the light of the world, the salt of the earth. Let his light shine. So God is glorified in our lives, okay? We're in the ministry of good works. That's what I call it, ministry of good works. Not just volunteer. And it's about being right with Christ before you do right, okay? So the work that you do that comes from being right with him is what matters, okay? We cannot earn our way to salvation through doing good works. Doesn't make you right with God. But when you are right with him and you do the right work that he's called us to. So, hello, that's my life. I'm not perfect yet. Working towards perfection. That's what we do. Every day I get up, I want to be more perfect than I was yesterday. But yes, it's a work in progress. All right. Thank you so much for listening to me. And next month it will be another thing. Thank you again. Have an awesome end of the month and happy new month. See you in the new month.